spirit, there is produced for him an end of all sorrow. The intelligence of such a man is soon established in the peace of the self. Look at this word here. The first word in this verse is prasad. Prasad. It doesn't mean a fruit or sweets technically that you offer to God, but it means doing something with pure enjoyment. If you're doing something, then ask your mind whether it's getting enjoyment out of it or not. The consequence of doing something with enjoyment, prasad, is purity of spirit. Once this is attained, then firstly, one's sorrows will go away. This does not mean that the person won't get any sorrows, but he'll have the strength to put all his sorrows away. He will know how to face sorrows, and therefore his sorrows will go away. It's not as if one person listens to a dharmic discourse, then all his sorrows go away like that. But the dharmic discourse will teach him how to make him cope with those sorrows so they don't affect him internally, because pleasures and pains are part of life. It's always going to be upward, downward curve, but it's the way you react to them, the way you accept them. We talked about it in verse 47, Karmanyu adhikaraste makalesu gadachana. So Gandhiji always used to say that the Gita has a solution to all the difficulties in life. And one person may have the question that if the Gita gives a solution to all of life's difficulties, then how can it show him how to remove a puncture in a cycle tire? And you know what? Great saints give a really nice answer to this. They say that it's not said anywhere in the Gita how one can fix a tire puncture, but it's certainly said that if there's a punch in the tire, they do not just sit there and touch the cycle, but take the cycle to the repair shop with their own hands, get it fixed, and get back on the cycle again. Face the circumstances. This is what the Gita teaches us. And this is prasad. This is the prasad. So what if someone was cycling, then the tire got punctured, and therefore sits down to cry about it? This is not an application of the principle of the Gita. It tells us to face the circumstances, whether it's pleasurable circumstances or painful circumstances. That's where the end of all sorrow comes in, when you learn to face the circumstances. That's first. Second, once someone does something with enjoyment, and then his intelligence is soon established in the peace of the self. Second part of the 65th verse. You see that whenever you're happy in life, whenever you're joyous in life, then it's very easy to be established in your inner peace. But whenever you're unhappy in life, then it's not easy to be established in your inner peace. And that's why our scriptures always say to do prayers and penances in the morning. Because at night time, you become peaceful, all our worries go away, the tiredness of the mind, the body goes away, you go to sleep, you are fresh-minded, and therefore you can do your penances. What if you always had the state of enjoyment in your life? Then you would always have the steady intellect. Think about this. When you sleep at night, a good night's sleep, you're fresh-minded in the morning, that's when you're most prone to have the effects of your spiritual practices. But if you're always enjoying what you do, you're always fresh-minded, then you're always going to be prone to receiving the benefits of spiritual exercises. You always have the steady intellect. When you look at this from another meaning, if you do not have enjoyment in your life, until you don't have enjoyment in life, you're always going to be complaining about life. And when you have a complaint about life, then you have a complaint about God, because God creates all life. And we gave the example we're discussing in verse 31, when we're discussing Swadharma, the question came up that a lot of religions, they criticize the world, this world is sin, sin, sin. We gave the example that if you're criticizing a painting, who are you criticizing? The artist. In the same way, if you criticize the world, who are you criticizing? Yeah. In the same, this world is a wonderful place. This world is a beautiful place. Remember that? When you have a complaint about life, you have a complaint about God, because God creates all life. And when you have a complaint against God, then your mind and your intellect cannot become settled in God. It cannot become settled in the soul. Cannot become settled in the supreme energy. So when you get enjoyment, then everything God gives you is beautiful, and you're happy about everything that God has given you. Only then can your mind and your intelligence become settled in God, and this is exactly what prasad means, the first word in this verse. So when the mind runs even a little after the objects of sense, then it can't be settled in intelligence. It's said about Ravan in the Ramayana that all the planets used to orbit around him. Mercury, Venus, Mars, all used to orbit around him. His Lanka was a kingdom made of gold, and he had so many possessions. And you know what? He was so knowledgeable and wise as well. Ravan gave parts to our Vedas. Think about how knowledgeable he was. He gave parts to the Vedas, which are the embodiment of knowledge. But within that same Ravan, a small desire arose. Think about how powerful he was. All the planets revolved around him. So knowledgeable, he gave parts to the Vedas, knowledgeable person, kingdom made of gold, a small desire arose. A poet has said that Sita Ralak Palak Vagna Hidaya Swastano Lankeshwara, meaning the spear of Sita's beauty irritated his heart, and therefore the king of Lanka became unwell. So Sita Ralak Palak Vagna Hidaya Swastano Lankeshwara, meaning the spear of Sita's beauty irritated his heart, and therefore the king of Lanka became unwell. Ravan had everything, but he was still unwell because he chased after a sense object. Prasad means that this chase for sense objects is over, and therefore the sense object goes away and one gets enjoyment. Only then can a person become settled in intelligence. And next verse describes what happens when one is not settled in intelligence, when one is not Sitaprajna. Verse 66.